Thank you for your interest in our Psychology Study Abroad program to Austria, Germany, and Switzerland. My name is Dr. Ryan Zak, and I'm one of the faculty who will be leading the trip along with Dr. Larry Bates. In this short video, I'll give you a quick overview of the program, and if you have any questions about the program, please feel free to email myself or Dr. Bates. As part of the program, Dr. Bates and I will be teaching 2 online courses during the 2017 full summer session, beginning on June 5th and ending on July 31st, 2017. The majority of your academic work will occur between June 5th and June 28th, with our travels to Europe beginning on June 29th, with a flight from Atlanta, Georgia to Berlin, Germany. We'll return to Atlanta from Geneva, Switzerland on July 15th. My course, Psych 425, History and Systems of Psychology, will focus on an exploration of the roots of modern psychological thought and methodology, and we'll trace these roots from their origins in philosophy and the natural sciences, through the early schools of psychology and onto its current form. In addition to learning about the major schools and systems of psychology like functionalism, structuralism, behaviorism, etc., we will explore how cultural and political forces shape the development of various psychological theories and visit a number of the locations where these events took place. We'll also examine the lives and works of the men and women whose work created psychology's foundations. Dr. Bates' course, Psych 490, The Psychology of Good and Evil, is a survey of the personal and situational factors that give rise to both acts of evil and acts of goodness. Specific areas of interest will include aggression and genocide, as well as humanitarianism, altruism, and heroism. Topics will include both famous and infamous examples of social healers and harmers. Let's take a quick look at some of the highlights of the Study Abroad program. We'll arrive in Berlin, where we'll spend 2 days exploring this historical city, and we'll delve into the history of Berlin with a walking tour that charts the city's development from the time of the Teutonic Knights through to its key role in the major events of the 20th century as capital of the Nazi Third Reich, as a divided city of the Cold War, and as the modern capital of a unified Germany in the New Europe. Of course, we will see the Brandenburg Gate, the Berlin Wall Memorial, Hitler's bunker, the Reichstag Parliament building, and much more. Students will also have some free time to explore the city and its many offerings. From Berlin, we will travel about an hour southwest to the city of Leipzig for the evening. Students will have the opportunity to visit the birthplace of modern psychology, the Wilhelm Wundt Room at the University of Leipzig. And if you're a classical music fan, you can also pay your respects to Johann Sebastian Bach, who's buried in Leipzig at St. Thomas Church. I had the opportunity to visit the University of Leipzig this past summer on a pilot trip, and so you can see a quick picture of me checking out Wilhelm Wundt's desk. From Leipzig, we'll take a short day trip to Wittenberg, Germany, where on October 31st, 1517, Martin Luther is credited with starting the Protestant Reformation when he nailed his 95 Theses to the castle church door. After visiting Leipzig, we will travel southwest to the city of Würzburg, Germany for 2 nights. We will visit the Center for the History of Psychology at the University of Würzburg, as well as meet with psychology students at the university. UNA students will also have the opportunity to conduct research on the development of intercultural competence while abroad by participating in a cultural scavenger hunt in Würzburg. For more details about this research project, please feel free to contact me and I can give you some specifics about what the project will be looking at. Moving to southern Germany, we'll spend 3 days in Munich. Here, students will take a classic city sightseeing tour to explore the city's most attractive sides, as well as to get an inside view of history and development from its foundation 850 years ago until today. We'll also take a short 30-minute train ride to Dachau concentration camp, which was the first Nazi concentration camp opened in Germany, intended to hold political prisoners, where we'll receive a guided tour. Our group will also take a day trip to the Bavarian region of Germany to visit Mad King Ludwig II's castles. Students will also have some free time to explore Munich and visit their famous English gardens, Olympic Park, and a number of other exciting locations. From Munich, we travel by train to Vienna, Austria, where we'll spend 3 days. While in Vienna, we'll receive a guided tour of Sigmund Freud's home and museum, tour Schönbrunn Palace and St. Stephen's Cathedral, as well as hear a guest lecture on the contributions of famous Viennese psychologist Alfred Adler. Students will also have the chance to explore on their own time. Potential stops might include the world-famous Vienna Opera House, a number of world-class art museums, or even the Spanish horse riding school. Taking an overnight train from Vienna, we travel to the Swiss Alps and visit the beautiful Berner Oberland region of Switzerland with a 2-night stay in Lauterbrunnen. We'll take time here to relax, breathe in the fresh mountain air. Activities might include things like biking, hiking, or if you're a little adventurous, maybe even paragliding. Our final stop is in Geneva, Switzerland, home of the United Nations. We will take a guided tour of the UN, ideally visit the Jean Piaget archives, and perhaps even take a beautiful boat ride on Lake Geneva. While abroad, we'll be staying in economy hotels. To save on food and costs, all hotels will include a European breakfast. Of course, if you're worried about staying connected, they also provide free Wi-Fi. We plan on having 2-person rooms at most hotels, with some exceptions on the night train, so that'll be a 3-person sleeper car. And in Lauterbrunnen, to save on costs, as Switzerland is quite expensive, we plan on having 4 individuals to a room. The estimated cost of $3,800 is based on 12 participants in the current exchange rate. That price includes everything except your passport. Most lunches and dinners will be on your own, and any additional activities that you would like to engage in during your free time. So if there are museums that you would like to visit that are not already included as part of our itinerary, if you want to buy any souvenirs, that of course would be out of pocket. Tuition is not included in this price, but financial aid can be arranged for the summer, so please talk with their office if you're interested in doing so and you receive financial aid currently. As part of that, it may also be possible to waive some of the student fees, like health services, athletics, if you're only enrolled in online classes during the summer, so this will help cut down on some of the costs associated with tuition. You do not need to register for both of the classes that are being offered, but you must register for at least one of them. We encourage you to register for both. That will certainly supplement the instruction that you're getting while we are abroad, but you must register for at least one of those courses. An $800 UNA Study Abroad scholarship is available to help reduce costs, so check out the link on our website just below this video for more information. The deadline for that submission is November 1st. If you happen to be viewing this video and you've missed that deadline, there is a second round of submissions available in the spring semester in February. Additional financial support may also be available through a QEP research grant that we will be applying for. As I mentioned, we'll be conducting some research on intercultural competence this trip. Ideally, we'll receive some funds to help reduce costs, maybe another $100 to $200, somewhere in that range. If you are a student in the UNA Honors Program, there is also some scholarship money that has been available to those students in the past. And of course, we'll also try to include some fundraisers and additional ways to reduce costs for students. So you say, count me in. If you'd like to apply, please complete the application that's posted on our website just below this video and submit it to myself, Dr. Zayak, by November 1st. Please also include 2 letters of support from faculty members. A $500 deposit is also due at that time, and you can see the schedule on the screen here for additional deposits and when those are to be submitted. If you happen to miss the deadline, don't worry, there may still be some space for you. Just email me or stop by and we can talk about whether or not we have any space available for the trip. We would love for you to be a part of what promises to be an amazing experience, so please let us know if there's anything we can do to help you in making a decision.